This is one of those businesses that you can start with very, very little money or no money and force your way to $1,000 a month in really just a few months. A small budget doesn't hurt you in Amazon KDP. It can actually be very helpful. You just have to understand how to use it the right way. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to build an Amazon KDP business to your first $1,000 a month in sales without wasting money. All right, everybody, my name's Emeka, and this is the Publishing Academy YouTube channel. On it, I do everything I can to give you amazing free advice on how you can start or scale your publishing business in hopes that one day you're making enough money so you can pay me and I can help you scale to 20, 30, 40, 50, or $60,000 a month like some of our students. So let's get into today's video. Now, why am I talking about this? Because those 10, 12 books or so made $181,000. And those books, the production cost of those books was a grand total of $0. So I know what I'm talking about here because I've been a brokey like some of you, and I had to learn how to build this business when I had no money to invest in it. So here are some of the things that I did that you can do right now to start building your business so one day you have a ton of money and things are better. So the very first thing I want to talk about is why beginners lose money. This is the biggest thing that beginners tend to mess up when they're starting off this business. They have this idea, they've watched YouTube videos, they want to go ahead and they want to publish books. However, they underestimate one very important thing. If you mess up step one, everything else you do is a complete waste of time and money. Step one is this: you have to publish a book on a topic that is in demand. If you cannot publish a book on a profitable topic, you do not get to pass start or go. You do not collect $200. You are game over essentially. Finding a profitable topic on Amazon is the most important step when it comes to this business. You cannot skip it. I am not showing you that today. I have done countless videos on how to search for a profitable topic. We talk about it inside my free community in the SKOOL group all the time. It is like beating a dead horse, but you have to find a profitable topic before you can even dream about having any sort of success with Amazon. Okay. Now, let's say you have your profitable topic. Now it's time to do the work. At this point of the game, there's two options that you have. You can either pay people to get your book written, formatted, cover, and all of that, or you can do it yourself for free. Now, when you pay people, the advantage is you're using money, so your skill or your ability doesn't matter. But what if you can't pay people? Say you're like me back in couple years ago where you had no money, so you couldn't really go pay people. So what you have to do is you have to develop the skill. And you're like, Emeka, isn't that gonna take me longer? Well, sorry, what was your option one? Oh, so you can't do option one. So guess what, you're doing option two, right? You wanna do this? We gotta learn a skill. And I'm not gonna go through book writing still, because with ChatGPT, a freaking monkey can write a book in this day and age. Writing a book's the easiest part. We're talking about, what about the skill for editing? Well, you're gonna do the editing yourself, but actual skills that you need to pay people for. Cover design, formatting, A+, like that type of skill. So what you're going to do, you are essentially trading time for money now. Because we don't have the money to pay for it, we are going to trade our time to build up the skill so we can create it ourselves now. Look at the bottom right now. It does say 2022, so kind of ignore a little bit of that, but I can't remember the exact date, but do you see that very flat line of making no money? Okay. That flat line was, guess what? It was this part of the game. It was me learning the skills. When I say me, I mean Mariana, learning the skills of how to format a book, of how to design a cover, of all of that. We learned how to do everything ourselves because we had to. We couldn't just pay designers and stuff like that. We're like, we have to learn how to do this ourselves so we can just do unlimited books like that. And that's exactly what we did. And then eventually, guess what? So if you're at this part right now where you have to spend time learning the skill in order to get your business off the ground, I got you. Because that's exactly what I had to do at one point in this game as well. Now, you might be thinking, well, okay, but do I have to go buy a course to learn a skill? No, you don't. There's this beautiful thing that came out, I think back in like, was it 2003, called YouTube? I don't know if you've heard of it before, but YouTube teaches you literally freaking anything. Let's take a look at like cover design, for example. How are you gonna learn cover or A+ design? Well, go on YouTube and you're gonna be like, how do I learn how to make a cover, a book cover? And a whole bunch of videos are gonna come out. And you're just gonna start watching every single freaking video. And eventually you'll find some people who are really good at teaching and they're showing you the right stuff. And so you're just gonna start watching all their videos. And so now you're learning how to use these cover design tools. Canva is free, so you should be using Canva in the beginning. Now, you might say, Emeka, the book covers are gonna suck in the beginning. Well, yeah, because you suck. So of course they're gonna suck. So you're gonna have to do like 100 of them to get good. And you're just gonna keep doing them until you're better. Like, there's no shortcut here. You're broke. Just do more. Now, an idea that I came up with right before, while I was making notes for this video, was I would take a book cover that I really like on Amazon. If you don't know a book cover that you really like, it's a book that's making money. Take that cover and then put it in ChatGPT and say, I suck at making book covers. I'm trying to get better. Can you walk me through step by step on how to make a cover as closely resembling this cover as possible? Now, it's going to spit out a ton of instructions for you to follow and use on Canva. And it should allow you to get something pretty damn close to the book cover in question. That's one way you can kind of reverse engineer or so, like the Amazon bestseller book covers, especially if you don't have like a design eye like me. For the longest time, it took me forever to understand what looked like a good cover. That's something you will get better at over time, but I really, really like that idea of like utilizing chat, utilizing Canva. You could even use chat to say, hey, I have no money to pay freelancers to create book covers. What are my free options to learn how to make book covers right now? And it's gonna probably give you way more ideas than I just gave you as well. The point I'm trying to get is you don't need money. You just have to be resourceful. Because if you're resourceful, you will be able to find a way just like I did. I'm nobody smart. I would call this dropout. Like, I'm not special by any means except for to my mother. So if I can do it, you can do it too. You just have to get the work in. So now that you've started creating these book covers and you're getting better and better, what can you do alongside? This is money, guys. I'm telling you, because this is exactly what we did on the side. We got good at making covers. We got good at formatting books. So what did we do? We just simply charged people to make covers and format their books for them on the side as extra revenue. You can do this on Fiverr. You can do this like anywhere. I'm gonna put this disclaimer out because I don't want a whole bunch of creators get pissed at me. Like, don't go into somebody's group and say, hey guys, I'm making book covers for you. We don't want that, okay, right? But like, it's just, you've developed this skill. So now you can turn around and use this skill as a way to make some extra money to build up your income so you can invest back into your business. Now, let's talk about the other big cost. It's not a big cost because you can usually get it done for like $100, but it's book formatting. But let's say you don't have $100. Where could you learn how to format your book? Well, there's this place called Tube once again. I'm pretty sure it's my most popular video I've ever done. It's how to format a book in under 10 minutes. You know, I think it has like 150,000 views or something ridiculous, but it's an old school video and it still works today. So your formatting doesn't have to be anything crazy. My first books I formatted with Microsoft Word and I uploaded them to Amazon. That was it. It was basic, but that's all you have to do in the beginning. You don't need anything, like you don't need volume or any special formatting tool. You can even use Reetsy. As horrible as Reetsy is for formatting, you can even use Reetsy to format your book because it doesn't need to be fantastic. It just needs to be done, especially in the beginning when you're new. Once again, this is a skill that you will develop, and learning how to do formatting, and you might find that you like it, and you might want to invest in like a proper tool like InDesign or something like that, like, you know, my wife ended up doing. Now she can do book designs that it would cost us like $1,000 to format and to do the book design layouts that we do for some of our books now. But that's because she built up the skills during that flat line of very, very, very little money coming in. we were working on those skills and it paid off. Another thing that you have to look out for when we're on a low budget is we want to maximize profits right away. And in order to that, we keep our books short so we can charge more. When I say short, I mean, there's a reason we say between 20 to 30,000 words. A big mistake I made was I was in a niche where the book length was going to be about 120, even as low as 90, to about 130 pages for a book. And it just killed me because my margins just all of a sudden disappeared. So I had no money. There was no margin to run ads. And that's a mistake I've seen a lot of publishers do. Don't create a massive book. It's a horrible idea when you're new. Just create something, max 150 pages. It should be no longer than that. The goal is to really create the shortest book possible that solves the problem the best. And you're just gonna market it the right way. Now, that goes into my next point that I'm gonna talk about is knowing what type of books to publish. You've all heard me talk about low content, low income, coloring books, medium content books, and kids books. There's a time and a place for everything. When you're new, the dumbest thing you could be doing is starting with coloring books or low content books. Like, it's just retarded. Don't do it, please, because you're charging $4.99, $8.99, $9.99 for the book, and you're making like 2 or 3, or maybe if you're lucky, $4 off those books. And you're wondering why it's so hard to run ads. It's because you have no margin. That's the issue. You want to focus only on high content books when you're new. High content is 20 to 30,000 words, and you're charging $12.99 minimum up to $17.99, or usually up to $24.99 in some cases. I'm gonna do some math for you right now just to help illustrate this point. I'm gonna show you 2 publishers who have the same skill, the same ads, same traffic. One of them will get to $10,000 a month in sales twice as fast, okay? So person A publishes a book, and for every sale they make $9 in royalties. Person B is publishing a book, and she's making $4 every single sale that she makes, all right? That means person A, in order to hit $10,000 in sales, they need to sell 1,100 books, whereas person B, 2,500 sales. So one person needs 1,100. The other person needs 2,500. This is the difference between having to make only 37 sales a day to over 80 sales a day. It's massive. Low content publishers have to work twice as hard to hit $10,000 in sales as high content publishers do. For the simple fact is we make more per sale, period. So if you just do everything that I've talked about, you will be able to start this business with pretty much next to no money. Now, let's say you've got a couple books published, you're starting to make some money. Where does that money go? Covers and A+. That's it, covers and A+. Improve your covers, improve your A+, right? That is what's gonna help get you more visibility. That is gonna get you more clicks. That is gonna help you get some more sales. The third place I would start putting it is the ads. The reason I don't want you to put ads first is because if your cover sucks, your ads are not gonna work, right? If your A+ isn't great, your ads aren't gonna convert very well. So we wanna make sure we got the basics down, the fundamentals down first before we start spending money on ads. Now, if you're wondering, hey, I really want to start publishing, but I don't have money for a course, I got you there too. You have a 3-day challenge where I will show you how to find a topic, how to write a book, how to publish a book, and profit with the book in just 3 days, completely for free. It's 100% for free. You join, you get a video training done by me. You also get a bonus school group so you can come in, ask questions, get help. Once again, 100% for free. Guys, my goal is to help you win even if you're too broke to buy anything. I know broke people can start this business, and over a few months, they can start making some money. And when you're ready, you can start working with me, and I can help you scale to the moon. If that sounds good, check out the link in the bottom. Until next time, everybody, I'm Emeka. Peace.